to give you all a little thing to just stand up and get some cards. So I would like, Devin, could you do accents and pick up? So this is the accent one.
Okay.
And Kit, could you do, so just maybe one from, just pick up big cards that hopefully work for you with accents. Where do we start with accents? Where do we know how accents develop? We don't really.
Just going to explain for the camera the wonderful Jane Afia.
Oh,
And also we have books 1 to 4, all of the pieces on the floor, which you can't see. You will know what they are. And
my phone is Becky Gavot.
we've lost Becca. And cards that have a particular technique on them, is that what you...
Yeah, so we're sort of tracing techniques through and thinking which are the major pieces where this happens. So
Wonderful.
you've already got Allegretto and Andantino, so if you know any of the other ones which you pick up from the other levels, or you think it comes that the same style, if it's not written as an accent, what would you want to have? What big ones that we teach? And
What are the blue things?
well, that's a question. What are the blue things?
Can I have a look?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
You'd work it out. Maybe. Right, so the level 3s are not here for this bit.
Joe's just making a cup of tea.
Right,
And so everyone's just ducking out for their rehearsal. So if you want to do level
and if
2
this,
more now, and then I'll ask Joe to go second.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if it would actually, because what happens with the senior teachers, if you talk to them, they say almost all of it is in book 1. Almost all of it is in book 1. And then it gets developed through what's going on into the other pieces. So if you're stuck, ask for help, Devin. We're all here to help one another, and similarly Kit.
I have trouble remembering how it sounds sometimes.
What the sound? Well, yes, exactly. Do you
Yeah.
know why? It's because they don't actually announce it on the CD.
Yeah.
It's a really, or on the stream, wherever people are doing that. They don't say Allegretto, then play it, which would be really sensible.
You would, yeah.
Okay, Kit, how are you doing with retake those? Book 1, 2,
Trying to
3.
remember the piece as that as the retake, the first piece.
Would it be helpful for me just to play the beginning of each piece in book 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, and 3, so that you can...
Or I can.
Yes? But I mean, do you think, Devin and Kit,
Yeah,
would that
that
help?
would help,
Yeah.
That would help. Okay, so it doesn't have to be in order, so I'll just go down. We've done Allegro, so Gossip is... You know what 3 is? Perpetuation. Etude. Note 1. Gotel. Solid wind. Will come. One more ago. Lightning row. Note 2. Note song. Happy farmer.
Very beautiful sound.
Thank you very much. Do you want book 2 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go to the Paddlebury. Witch's dance. Yeah. Do smack. Give up.
like Jo to join in, or do you want to just split the levels for now?
No, I think she should join in. So what we're doing is the accented pieces that you think are big accents needed in one piece from here, maybe?
Big accents.
Yeah, big accents. Or accents, generally. Where was I? Long, long ago, you just heard that. Music. Two grandiers. Was. Do you need?
chorus.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Are you okay with this, or is it sort of is your brain in Australia?
No, I just don't know the pieces yet. That's for
No, but in book one. In book
Oh,
one,
yeah.
In book one, because this is what I mean. That it's not about, in a way, it's not about book two. It's about where these things get demonstrated in book one. So let's ask. Did you pick one of these up?
I did. I picked up Richard's dance one, I think, actually. Not major, just little
Okay.
accents.
What about one from book four?
Yeah.
They've been requesting music to the
Oh,
words. Here's sax one. Here's sax two. I think that might be a good one. Might be a good one. Should be there somewhere. Okay, so is anybody feel okay? So we'll just start with these two at the moment, yeah? Lovely. Okay,
Someone
so
needs to pick up your phone.
why?
Because Becky Garrott.
Oh yes, of course. Becky Gavot, big hand.
Oh, is that what?
On the phone. All right.
I didn't want to say it.
So, is anybody other than Kate happy to tell me the difference in the accents between Allegretto and Andantino? Shall we play them?
Yeah.
Shall we play them? It's nice to play.
It's nice to play.
I'll just have a think what happens with the accents. So they're nicely alphabetical. That's how I got great, love it. Alphabetical, now I'll get them right around. So Allegretto is this one. That one. Ready, go. The end of the phrase. No accent on the end of the phrase. Shall we try it again? So I don't know if there's a modern version, but I really like this middle bit to have a few more accents than written in. And I tell the children, you know, there's times when you say I don't want to go to bed. The parent says, go to bed. No, I won't. Go to bed. No, I won't. And the parent says, go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Yes, I will. And then I say, because you always have to do what your parents say. So it might be a modern version of that, but I think it's quite effective. So let's do
I think
that.
that will be
Still topical.
Yes. Sadly.
All right, let's do the go to bed
Time
bit then.
immemorial, I think.
Ready, go. Nice and submissive, all right, and then. Lovely. And Dantino. Ready. And. Sorry, it starts on a, yeah, sound after it. And that's quite hard. And I've asked lots of first years after they've done level 1 and they don't know. They sort of, you know, you cram learn and then this is what happens. So this is why I know all this stuff, because now I'm 70, you know, I've done it for all these years, and it gets clearer that all these things go back. So I don't know if Kate is teaching, but I sort of, the idea that when you get the teaching points, you have some review pieces and looking forward to where you're going.
Yeah.
So those are the big accent pieces, but there's one missing. There's another big one which we played in the play together.
Isn't it? You played in the play together?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, are they great?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you think
It's a
how you play
start.
Allegro.
It's a
I mean,
start of
there are
it.
little ones. It's like I watched somebody's notes once. They said, can you trace slurs through the book? And then every time there's a piece with a slur in it, they noted it in the bar number and everything. But you really want the big ones. So the big ones are Allegro, Andantino, and Allegretto. You know, we'll sort you out for book 1. Now, Allegro, watching people do it, if I'm going back to Allegro from sort of level 2, I always teach the start of this as well to the kid.
Okay.
Because if you go, what do you want for Allegro? You want really strong, extended staccato bows, really need a bridge. Yeah, should we do it? So really fire them off. Bullet bows, you know, if you actually, let's just do the punching here because it's very effective. Oh dear, try again.
Yeah, very been stretching.
So if you do Allegro and you sing like this, bum, 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 yeah, and so when you do these accents really strong, you actually just sort of like, imagine you've got a punch ball in front of you, or a rocket bow as we can call them, depending on what structure you want with the words. Shall we? Bum, 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 beep-a, beep-a, bum, 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 yappa, beep-a, bum, something like that, you know? Okay, and they love doing it, and it gets this real energy feel into the arm, which you can then put into this. Let's just do it on E, can we? So, ready, and. Great, and if you talk about the tone triangle, you talk about where the bow is here, and you could encourage them to get a little bit nearer to the bridge and say, when you're in book 4, you'll be doing it near the bridge, why don't you go? So this is where Robin Hood comes in. You know Robin Hood? You know what I mean by Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Show me.
Well, actually, sorry, no, I don't.
You know what Robin Hood means?
Yeah.
Do you know what Robin Hood means? When I say it? Okay, if you pretend this is your bow, hold it down, you get that stance of an archer, you know, and then pull back the arrow like this. All children know this. You say, let's pretend to shoot an arrow. They know. And what you're doing when you do this is you're activating this top arm and you're pulling it back. So if you keep doing this action and you put your violin on your shoulder like this and you get a bit nearer and you just make it a bit smaller, what is that actually doing? That is what changes the bow location. And if you really, really take this away, it's the big thing. It's what causes children's bow holes to go like this. You have a child that's set up beautifully like this. They're playing here, come back after the summer, suddenly they're playing here. Do you teach it?
No, I don't.
No.
I've seen it.
But yeah, you see this all the time, and you see loads of people, and parents and things, oh, you know, you've got to get your bow hole. So what they're actually doing is constricting the child here. Whereas what they need to do is teach them this and get a good bow hold where they've got space, and then get this learning. So one of the things, can I take your arm?
Sure.
When I'm talking to people, I just do this all the time. And I just do it. It's a sort of explanation. No, it's not. It's just fundamentally just do this and say, how is school? You know, what's going on? So don't waste a moment, really. So let's try that Allegro again and do some of this for yourself and just have a little think about it and see if you can get really quite near the bridge. And then you're going to need a bit more weight and much more speed. Ready, go. They're listening to what they've got for this one. Why can't they learn that, you know? It's a really nice tie-up with them. Great. Okay. Okay, so I think that's enough on accents. Okay, what comes before for this one, the retakes? What comes before any of these pieces?
For retakes.
That means like pre-twinkle.
Oh right. I was like, I thought you meant the order of the pieces on the floor.
Okay. So in pre-twinkle, yes, exactly.
Yeah, circles.
You know, put something on the top of the bow, go around your face like this. Yes. And
Rocket song.
when, yes, you know, do you know the other song?
Yeah.
Around, around,
Yeah.
yes. Much better. And I find when you're teaching a group, I go really carefully about go up your bow ear around your face, because they kind of want to go this way. Which
Well, and if you
Comes in
demonstrate it
both
the
sides.
wrong way, then it
Yeah.
also they can copy you.
yes.
Off you
You
go,
do it
Jen.
that way.
Thank you.
So you've got this action going there, and if you don't talk to parents and say, you know, keep doing it, they think this belongs to before they play the violin. It's all about playing the violin, but it's not about, you can carry on doing this with hula hoops for a long time. So, and then you've got Song of the Wind. Let's play Song of the Wind. So you'll notice lots of things about your big takes. It's a very good one. Good, and again. Okay, so what sort of retakes have we just done? Big and small. So where does the next one, there's one before we, this is the big one, you're absolutely right. Gothic Vote has got loads and loads of retakes. But there's a development, maybe Hannah can do it, the development between Gothic Gavotte and Song of the Wind in what actually happens to the retake bow.
Yeah. So we have them in
Long ago. Yes, what happens in long, why is it different?
We've got E landing on A,
Yeah,
and then we have the same in Allegro, E landing on A, but faster.
they're doing that. You
Is it?
play A.
A landing on E, yeah.
Yeah, land on you. All right, so can you just notice that? If you play the first bit of Long Ago, you'll notice that the last phrase is A, and then when you do the retake, you actually have to come back to a different angle. So here we go, let's try it. And then twice, and then we'll stop. Ready, go. Yeah, so you can feel it. It's very, very quick. So that's a very nice thing to do. Now, I don't know what Kate wants to do, whether you want to actually write these things down as we go, or whether this will remind you enough. Well, you know, when we talk about
for
these.
you three.
Or you could take a photo, that's the quickest thing to do, and then we carry on doing them. So we could put this one over here,
Yeah, if someone would take,
and then you could take a picture of that
document it generally.
It's got the minuets in there as well.
with the retakes. Yes. So you've got, but I mean, it's enough, you know. It's enough. I just wanted to just do a little bit of gossip so you notice how many times you do a retake there. I keep asking them how many it is and keep forgetting the computer's gone onto a screenshot.
That's alright, it's still recording.
Okay. Hi, computer. goes on like that. So if you review it like that, you can tell it's harder than just playing it to actually say something in the rest. So that, you know, it's sort of, when you think of review, if you think of giving them another challenge all the time, just to see, or something else to think about. Great, okay, so we've done accents, a little pulling out the big ones in accents. So I'll just take these ones out because I think there are more for accents, but there are some that are more important in accents besides, whoops, sorry, put the wrong one. So in book 2, 25, sorry?
Retakes.
25. So these ones, this is, no, yeah, these ones, Witch's Dance. Now Witch's Dance has really significant sort of accenty feel, doesn't it? With not just this note, but sort of bum, but it's got a very lively thing. So just we'll try a little bit of Witch's Dance, and it's got loads and loads of retakes, so it goes over both of these. Let's put it in the middle. Let's try it. Ready? And. Starts with a ya, you know, it starts with an invisible up. So if you do that, it's really nice. Let's try it. Retake. Okay, so that one spans very nicely between both of these. And Hunter's Chorus also has some great accents in. Do you know which bit, Devin?
I don't. I was trying to work through it earlier because
It's
I knew
this
there was
bit.
one.
You know, which is sort of like really,
right?
yeah. So let's just do that. Sorry?
We're using them slightly interchangeably.
Okay, let's try that a little bit from halfway down. I'll just chorus it. Ready? And. Do you know which bit is accented?
This one has this stuff.
Should we try playing it?
Dum, bum, bum.
Yeah, exactly. So this bit. This is another interesting bit. Can you do that? Yeah, so that's very new. They've not done that. So let's just do that little bit. Ready? And. Great, alright, so that's that one. So Hannah, would you like to do, I'd like to do, so like development of forearm stroke.
Okay. Forearm.
What are you going to put
So-
in that line up?
Where are the twinkles?
Where are the twinkles?
Where are the twinkles?
Yes! Second gold coin.
Twinkles!
Here they are, looking very festive in blue.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so forearm. Well, I feel like these.
So when you do twinkles, it's not forearm, is it? Because if you go, that's whole arm. What
Yeah.
you first do.
Well, so this is where we've spoken about this. Kate has said what you said, but I teach soaping, and we are using the forearm there. And I have, until case, I've just assumed that we were aiming to get the forearm going.
What, you just do this? I mean, everything leads into everything else. That's why with language, you know, I try really hard. If a child makes a sound like this, I say, wait, you know that with the that reminds me of when it was really crunchy outside, crunchy snow. It's very crunchy sound. Can you find a ringing sound? So you're not actually saying it's wrong. You know, no, that's not how it goes. You know, you're sort of staying with, because almost every sound we have is relevant to something. You know, fantastic icy sound. Yeah, you don't want it, but do you know what I mean?
So the first one definitely would be the twinkle theme, opening up the forearm.
Yeah, you've got it opening up.
Yeah.
So it should have said, can I just put fast forearm strokes?
Fast forearm strokes. Allegro. Is that
Do you mean only the forearm?
I'm
a bit
yeah, I
confused,
think,
I must admit.
yes, I'm, well, I know where I'm going with it, but it's not clear, of course. But I would call Allegro a whole arm stroke, because you're doing both, aren't
just
you?
talking about this.
So where do we actually use this in book one?
In book one, in maybe in
Lots and lots of it.
attitude and
Yes,
promotion.
exactly so. Shall we play them? So here, we'll just do the double so that you can really feel what's going on.
Which
So
one
let's
first?
do perpetual motion first. Bit of etude. Here we go. Okay, so where is it? How's it harder, etude, Kit, than perpetual motion?
More string crossings.
Yeah, many more string crossings. That's right. Okay, group two, fast bowing like that.
Fast going like that.
Yeah.
And we're in the greens. Why do we have that? Not so much. My brain's going slow.
Okay, do we do that in book two?
No, not that speed. Trick
How
question.
about book?
Lily Gavot, I would say, is the nearest you get to, isn't it?
But
It's
not
not as fast as it.
No, exactly. It wouldn't be that fast.
Book three.
Bloody quick.
Book three, neither so much.
Right. This is why
Trick
it's a
questions.
blue.
So we're twinkled.
So if you're going to keep that technique you built in book one, you need to be doing the twinkle variations through book two and book three and because then you get loads in book four, don't you? Let's have a think about it, you know. In fact, we're actually going faster. So I just so you've got it on the computer and you might think, oh, what a good idea. Children like new challenges. So I changed the twinkles for all the keys through book one. Do you know how many keys there are in book one? Anybody? Don't know. No. The A major goes through till you get to D major, where you've just got andantino and an allegretto in perpetual motion in D. And then all the rest of the pieces in book one have got the same key signature. Do you know what it is, Kit?
G major.
G major. G major. So then, if you teach G major starting not on open G but starting on a D3, then you've got a whole completely different set of patterns and with this two changing. So that's really useful. Then the green ones, I mean the most important colours for me are green and blue. The green ones are much harder pieces, I think, than the orange ones on the whole. Children regularly say, oh, book three is easy. Because they haven't got, you look at these, you know, I mean, of course there are things that are challenging, but you've got a lot of G minor in book three or B flat major. So you've got this pattern. So, and it starts with sort of the first finger going back into Grenadiers, and then you've got the middle bit of Witch's Dance where you've got a new finger pattern. And so I teach B flat major in the greens before Mignon, and it becomes, if you look in the book two, they've got perpetual motion in B flat major, but it's a fundamental finger pattern. In fact, I have this marvellous photo I'll show you on the phone, because I had a book two into book three group last year at Lord Durham, and I had them always say, you know, they'd do a bow, and then I'd say, we are the B flat major group, and I have them make this shape like this. And then our accompanist went off to Paris. She said, "You'll never guess what I found in the Rodin Museum." It's just extraordinary. I'll go and show the phone to the camera because I just laughed my head off. How about that then?
Yeah.
That is in the Rodin Museum. This is in the Rodin Museum in Paris.
Yellow finger pattern with a hot pink 3.
Right, so you know, whatever you call it, it's really very, very useful. I've forgotten where that went.
Can I just add something?
Sure, of course you can.
What did we talk about when we were doing teaching points for these page 18 and 19 of book 2, everyone? Pertinent to B flat major.
What's on the page? Oh yeah,
Go on.
that you can then use the finger pattern for the perpetual for any different position.
Oh good, yeah, that is definitely one thing, that once they've got perpetual motion in B flat major they can play it in any position.
Yeah.
But also, what is wrong with how this is set out? Just like etude and the G major scales in book 1,
It's too late.
which is exactly what's under my fingers, that you need to teach it earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. So the doubles, and if you change the key, you have B flat major or you have D major. With the keys. That's a really, really nice thing to do to keep that facility going with diddle all the way through, so they don't stop playing really, really fast. The other thing that happens in book 2 a lot is you have to have, if you teach to your highest ability, and witches dance is like this. So the other thing in looking at what's on the notation, when they do the hip hooray bowing in the book, you know, remember that? And the exercises for it. I think there's room for another one. And I'll show you what it is. So if you do a down bow retake like this, and you do another down bow retake, to get that feeling of speed and a lovely ringing sound. Can you do that with me? Just do 2. Ready? And land. Land. Right, now. What you're now going to do is, if you're going to play that loud sound, you have to have the wood going down to the hair, don't you? Ready for the accent. Can you keep that the same pressure and just accidentally go the wrong way? So you do this. Faster. So you're going for the fast down, but you've just gone the wrong way at the beginning. Yeah, I think that is really worth doing, and it's very like the way people do ticks. If you think of wanting to do a really big tick, just sort of think how you do it. Didding like that. You could do a tiny beginning and a really big tick. So you want to get lots and lots of these ticks, and then da-da, and then you've got it the other way around as well. So if you do an up bow circle, so you go, and then you just join in. So they've got a nice, lively, loud, quick speed to them. And then when you feel ready, you go pull push. Very nice, Johanna. Okay, let's hear yours, Hannah. So do 2 big ones and then touch, wait, play, touch, wait, badam. Even more, badam. If you say badam, can you say badam? Badam. It's a dam. The dam is the loud bit. Badam. Try it again. Badam. You dam, dam, badam. Yeah, so the dum stays the same. So it's the same. You've got the freedom with this one, and then you go badam, and it's good. So you're really thinking about the fast dum. You're not really thinking about the but. Okay, so give it a go. Yes. Then you've got that really slick. You've all done it now, haven't you? Yeah. So it's lovely, and if you do really spend a lot of time on that. And when you're doing witches dance, you have that same attention to yum, badam. It's very quick, isn't it? If you go yum, or so you can could take it out. Have you ever done the twinkle where you just do the change of note?
No.
No? That's quite
Yes,
fun.
we have.
She wasn't here.
We have.
She wasn't here. Let's just put the varnish on the floor then. Or down somewhere. Change of note only. Everybody down. Everybody down. Everybody down. Right, and then I stop. And choose. Same or different?
Same. How do you mean?
Is it the same speed clap? Let's do everybody down again. Yeah, and then the next one. Same or different?
Same.
Same, okay. Now we'll do. How quick is that? So if you're actually looking out for that when you're teaching twinkles, and that's what you're trying to hear, not the that they get the papa kind of sound by about the third bow stroke on the new note. You know, that you're actually listening to the really quick change. Then you're already teaching up to sort of witches dance kind of standard, very sort of lively standard. Okay, and then we've got butterfly. So you can have a nice rest there. And that, I always tell them, because I hope they might find it interesting, that wasn't in the last century Suzuki book, the triplets.
Mm.
And I say they put it in there for witches dance. Yeah, so you get really good at doing the bow for that, yeah. And then, okay, and then we've got faster than a caterpillar. Okay, so which two are identical besides the first two? Do you know, Devin?
Fatter than a caterpillar and
You can clap it if you don't know. You've probably got different names.
would it be?
So I'll just clap them for you. There's this one. And there's this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And there's this one. And there's this one. And then there's.
There's three the same. No?
That's the same. That's fat in a caterpillar.
Yeah.
What else? No.
Oh no, the other way around.
If you did it the other way around, yes. You would do yum, yum, bum, ba 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 bum,
Okay.
ba bum, ba bum. You're just listening to the very last. If you have a look at the music, I think it'll make sense to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think this is something I really wanted to convey to you, that is missing, because I think it's really one of the reasons that the children that play Book 4 really well are the children whose teachers have made them play every piece in Book 2 to the highest possible standard. I really believe that. Because these, a lot of them play themselves, but these don't play themselves. And also, you've got pieces you hear on Classic FM here, like this one. It's the sort of thing that Bengroff might play as a little encore, you know. And loads of people know it, just like humoresque. So it's really useful to think like that. Okay.
Do you know the perpetual motion race?
No.
The perpetual motion race is just as fast as you can, either singles or doubles, and everyone just starts at the same time, and then you don't even have to play together. And the person who gets to the end first sits down, the child. And that's really fun, and it definitely gets the bow arm, even if it's not coordinated with their left hand very well.
That's yes.
It's a fun thing to do as a like
That's really nice.
end of group game or something.
Yeah, it's a really good one. The other one that I like is taking a little bit like Frere Jacques. I did something with my early book one group, which is quite interesting. They come in all raggedy-taggedy because it's so hard to park, you know. So I said, okay, look, why don't you just step around, do this, and next person I've tuned up can join in. So all these kids were going around going, and then taking a step. And they're all aware of them doing it endless times, you know, and then they just keep doing it because somebody else comes and they keep doing it. So it's good to have these ideas for how you make that happen. It's like that also works very well if you do Song of the Wind. You've got a small group, not a large group. And you get to that bit and everybody plays it in turn. Let's just do it to put it in your brain. Can you join us on Song of the Wind? And when we get to this bit, slowly. Every time we get to one of those with the retake. Here we go then. Alright, me now. So we'll do it all together. Then it's me. Same. And then we carry on. Let's try it again. All together. My turn. Joe's turn. In this final week or how many weeks before you stop, I did new words to Frere Jacques, which go like this. I like Christmas, yes I do, I like all the bright lights, yes I do, and because it's so repetitive, they learn it really quickly. So we sang it in D and then had the piano do the introduction in A, and then we did it in A. So this bit that you've got in Frere Jacques is something the children want to do. You know, even if they're sort of just on some of the wind, they've got the ability, but they haven't done many of these notes that change like that. So I say, okay, so anybody wants a well done sticker has to play it slow, medium speed, and fast as you dare speed. And so like. Very nice. Medium speed. Fast as you dare. No, I say I can't go that fast. But you know, it's really interesting because some children, they can just do it at a really, really fast speed. And they like doing that something. So that helps get everything going. Right, where are we? 11:45. Shall we have a little look? What do you think? Which one appeals? Is there anything on here that appeals to you for a 5-minute kind of look at? Variolage. Okay, she was the first to choose. Variolage is really great. Do you have a duster or something you could just roll up? A bit of kit.
Just go and practice my piece before I start singing to it.
Sure. I'm not playing. Okay. In case you thought I was going to play, so I wasn't warned.
I presumed that you would have told me if you wanted to.
Right.
Do you mind if I take a photo?
No, not at all. So if you just roll something up, like I've got a whole collection of tea towels. Would you like this one, Kit?
Yes, what are you doing?
You're rolling it up, put it under your arm, because variolage means playing something like this. So all this bit in the saxo goes. You want them to actually have something under their arm. So let's just do. Yeah? So if you do it really slowly, if you draw a little face here on the child or the adult, whoever it is, then they can see it opening up and then going away when you do this. So can you just take your head off the violin and look at that bit? Imagine you've got something really nice in the crease of your elbow there. Here we go. Open, close, open, close, open, which is just wrist, but your whole forearm can draw this circle as well. So let's just try both of those. Let's do the whole of the forearm. Yours has got more wrist than mine. If I put you in a plaster cast, you would have a problem. So imagine that's a plaster cast. You can still do this stroke without anything happening here. Yeah, it's not as desirable, but this is not going to be powerful. So you need a mix of both. pretty well it really. But I mean, again, it's something that you can do in book one. It's the sort of thing if you've got a whole load of things rolled up and just say, can you do this? Or can you make up a cowboy song that goes? Just something like that. It's a really nice thing to do. Right. I think that completes our session for today. So, good. Let's have that.
Thank you. Do we stop
Do you
this?
want to take pictures or something? That's
Do we stop
fine.
this? Is this stopped?
No, I wouldn't be. It's still be recording.
Shall we stop it?
Stop it.
You gotta log in.
What, to stop it? You have to log in. Do you know
So-
how to do that?
No, your computer is locked, so you need to unlock it. You
Okay.
can close it.
Bye.
Oh, it's green light.
Okay. So when people come in from a busy life or they've just arrived somewhere, it's really nice to sometimes do things which are calming. And this is a lovely calming poem. I just found it. I thought it came from my colleague Elizabeth Waterhouse. It's sort of an Alexander technique poem. So if you close your eyes, it's called The Wonder of a Tree by Helen Lord. I stand tall as a tree. My arms, the branches, hang from me. Feet are planted. Never take for granted the wonder of a tree. My fingers are awake like fluttering leaves. My wrists are bouncing in their sleeves. My head points up. My shoulders are wide. With knees a little bent, I stand with pride. A tree will sway softly in the breeze, so when I play, I will not freeze. I stand tall as a tree. My trunk is firm. My limbs are free. Feet are planted. Never take for granted the wonder of a tree.
Oh.
I thought that was lovely. So I'll leave it there in case you want to take a picture.
Plays the violin then?
I don't know. Maybe. Sounds a bit like it.
So when I play,
Yes, I mean, they're doing certain things that are definitely related to playing, aren't they?
Just close it.
There we go.
Sorry, Hannah, I would like you to stand in the normal place so that we can see you properly. Yeah, Horacio said.
yeah, what's the vibe with playing with the piano? So,
Obviously,
If you imagine it was around the
stage,
It's,
sorted out.
I haven't paid for the camera.
So
Yeah,
one
you
positive,
can't see it,
one
though.
positive comment
You have to turn it
per
on. Yeah,
person or
Here,
per
it's
performance.
really not very far to
Yeah,
do.
but you're not facing forwards, you're facing that
Okay,
way.
well, we're not going to have a discussion about it now. We're just going to do it the way that.
That's what happens when you're the boss.
And we can have lengthy conversations about it.
So is everybody writing a positive comment for each piece?